careers.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just search Reese.
Strap in and buckle up. This is The Drive with TKras, brought to you by Moss Nissan on WDAE.
All right, welcome back. A stunning turn of events in regards to Liam Cohen and his future in Tampa Bay. Apparently, there is not one. It's The Drive with yours truly. And this is just breaking in the last few minutes. So apparently Liam Cohen, according to reports, and everybody's on this now. Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport, Jordan Schultz, the national guys, Rick Stroud from the Tampa Bay Times. So the Buccaneers thought they had a deal with Liam Cohen. They prevented him from going to Jacksonville. He was supposed to go up there yesterday for a second interview. Bucs stepped in and said, wait a second. Here's a contract. We'll make you the highest paid offensive coordinator in the NFL. We want you here. And Liam said, okay. And apparently there was a handshake agreement. The contract was there on the table. Apparently Liam Cohen didn't sign it. And then right after that, Trent Baalke, the GM of the Jags, was fired. Something Shad Khan probably should have done weeks ago. But he understood that his GM is hindering any chance of him attracting a top head coaching candidate. So apparently after Baalke was fired, Shad Khan reached out again to Liam Cohen. Said, hey, the GM is gone. We want you. You're our number one priority. And according to, I can't believe that this is happening, okay? According to Rick Stroud of the Tampa Bay Times, Liam Cohen secretly traveled to Jacksonville last night. Did not return a call. The Bucs were trying to call him. They've been trying to call him since yesterday afternoon. Nothing. Crickets. And now the word is Liam Cohen is in Jacksonville right now negotiating a deal to become the next head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Are you freaking kidding me? There's a certain code of ethics in life that I adhere by. And I get it. Nothing's official until you sign. However, when you agree verbally, when you shake hands, when you tell somebody, okay, we got a deal, and then you turn around and renege on that deal and don't return phone calls, don't return texts, travel back to that place that was seducing you in the middle of the night, literally, to meet with them regarding the job for a second time after you turned them down. So Liam Cohen is being dishonest about two things. One, to the Jaguars, I'm not interested. And then one to the Buccaneers, okay, I'll stay. You want to make me the highest paid OC? I'll stay. Lied about that too. Liar. So he lied twice. And just yesterday, he was the media darling. He was the guy that Buccaneer fans couldn't get enough of. I was impressed with him. Apparently, I got duped. We've been had. Because if all this is true and Liam Cohen decides to take the job up in Jacksonville, he's nothing more than a con man. We've been duped by the savviest and sketchiest of con men we've seen in recent memory here in Tampa Bay sports. If that's what you want, if you want to go up there to Jacksonville, guess what, pal? That is the purgatory of the NFL. Good luck. Thanks for nothing. 888-546-4620. This is wild. Like, I've never seen anything quite like this. Jenna Lane also says the same thing. She just tweeted, Bucs front office has not heard from Liam Cohen or his agent all day today. Liam Cohen did reach out to Todd Bowles to inform him that he was interviewing with Jacksonville. By the time he did reach out, Bowles already knew about it. What the hell is going on here? So it appears there's growing momentum that Liam Cohen will be the next head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And if you're just joining us, I am just as stunned as you are. And in a 24-hour period, he's going to go from being the guy, the hero, the man, to one of the more reviled villains, traitors, turncoats in recent Tampa Bay sports history. If this is true. Rick Stroud tweeting, Cohen had not spoken to the Bucs since yesterday afternoon. They tried to reach him and have been unable to. Instead of signing his contract, which was a formality, he secretly traveled to Jacksonville to meet with Jags owner Shad Khan. I mean, this is the kind of stuff you read about like in novels and books, in movies. They're going to make a movie out of this one day. Liam Cohen meets with Jacksonville, second interview set up. Bucs say, wait a minute, don't, stop what you're doing. We'll take care of you. We'll make you the highest paid OC. New contract. And look, even though they can't put it in the contract, maybe they say, maybe down the line, you could be the man here. You already know everybody here. You got a great offense. The offense is stacked. In 1 year, what you accomplished was great. You could do even greater things in 25, 26, 27, so on and so forth, either as the OC or the HC potentially. And now you're going to spurn a handshake agreement? You verbally agreed. They drew up the paperwork. Highest paid OC, new contract, stacked offense. This is one of the best gigs in the NFL, directing and orchestrating this offense. And now you're going to leave that on the table? You're not going to return anybody's phone calls. You're going to ignore everybody. You're going to travel up to Jacksonville to work for that guy? Are you serious? You're going to work for Shad Khan? He's one of the worst owners in sports. The Jacksonville Jaguars are an NFL purgatory for a reason. They're a terrible franchise, and they have been for a long time. I don't care if they have Trevor Lawrence. You think Trevor Lawrence is better than Baker Mayfield? Is that what you think? You're delusional if you think you are upgrading with Trevor Lawrence. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible judgment. The Jags have a couple of pieces, but by no way, in any form, in any lifetime, in any reality, do I believe Jacksonville has more going for them than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You must be joking. I don't care if you're going to be the head coach there. Where's that going to take you? Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl, and he just got fired. Hello? Maybe Liam Cohen is not as smart as we all thought he was. You want to talk about being tone deaf? Do you realize what Jacksonville has been the last several years? You have any idea? I know you want to be a head coach, but you're good. You're talented. Your time will come. That is not the situation you want to walk into. You've got a much better situation right here. Because sometimes, my friend, the grass isn't greener on the other side. I think Liam Cohen is making one of the biggest mistakes of his career. 888-546-4620. I can't believe this is happening. Ron is up in Spring Hill. Ron, welcome in.
Hey, kudos to him for getting the job opportunity, but he pulled a statement in the way that he left us with no integrity and no class. What are some of the Bucs options out there as far as an OC? Could they bring in John Gruden, who would love to work with Baker? Thank you guys so much.
Well, thank you, Ron. I don't think John Gruden as an offensive coordinator is something that he would be interested in. I think John wants to be a head coach. Mark is in St. Pete. Mark, welcome in.
Hello, listen, real quickly, I've been in business in my whole life, in my 70s, and let me tell you about today's businessmen. They have no ethics like we used 2 years ago. That's what these new business people do. That's how they're taught at Harvard and these different colleges. They have no ethics, basically. They don't understand it, and they don't care. They don't care about the fans. And I love your show. Listen to it. Thanks for letting me on.
Well,
Bye-bye.
thank you very, very much, Mark. And it's all about one word for me. It's about respect. This was a disrespectful, absolutely dastardly move by Liam Cohen. If he follows through with this and spurns the Bucs after they verbally agreed, they drew up the contract, he agreed to it. Is there any code of ethics involved? Is there any respect involved? This is all about respect. The Bucs gave you that opportunity. And look, because of your innate ability, you hit it out of the park. And then they wanted to reward you, and now you're going to leave them high and dry for Jacksonville? Who the hell leaves Tampa for Jacksonville? Jay is in Ellington. Now we got a break. Jay, what's happening?
I don't understand. He was the offensive coordinator at Kentucky. He only got signed because they were trying to get Baker back. It's like Tampa's not real. Like, we have a stadium, we don't have a stadium. Tom Brady's retired, Tom Brady's not retired. We have an offensive coordinator, we don't have an offensive. I don't understand this place anymore. Thanks. Love your show.
Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that you listen. Thanks very much. So, another tweet, another update. Liam Cohen called Todd Bowles about 45 minutes ago about the Jacksonville job. This is Jenna Lane of ESPN. So this is why the Bucs front office did not hear from him all day and why Cohen said he did call Bowles. So what? Okay, you call Todd Bowles, he's your head coach. What about the GM who vouched for you? What about the owners who stepped in and said, hey, listen, we recognize what you're doing. We want you to hang around, and to show our appreciation and to show respect. That's the word that has been missing in today's society. Respect. We're going to make you the highest paid offensive coordinator in the NFL. How does that sound? And maybe down the line, who knows? This was the best possible place for Liam Cohen to succeed. And now he's leaving all of that behind. To go to Jacksonville to work for Shad Khan? Are you freaking kidding? Please tell me this is a joke, like everyone's joking. These are joke tweets, joke texts that I'm getting from people. This has to be a joke, right? You've got to be kidding me. All right, I need to cool down. When we come back, trust me, I got one more shot I'm going to fire in the final drive and a look ahead to a very big show tomorrow from Moss Nissan. We're going to tell you about it next.
Boards member? Now's the time to join.
The Drive is live with TKras on 95.3 WDAE and AM 620. The Final Drive.
To me, it's surreal that we're sitting here and talking about a guy whom just 24 hours ago we were praising his work, praising his ethics. Players called him affable, called him a really good guy, down to earth. Everyone had so many wonderful things to say about Liam Cohen. But in a 24-hour span, his personality, his reputation has taken a complete turn for the worst. Handshake agreement, a deal to make him the highest paid OC. He told Jacksonville no, and then he agreed to a deal with the Bucs, and then he left the deal on the table, and then he traveled back to Jacksonville and said, listen, okay, let's talk. Now that you fired the GM, I'm here. Let's discuss this. There's a certain thing in life called respect and ethics and loyalty to the people that made you the kind of person that you are in a profession that is obviously so volatile, and you got to take whatever you can get. But in this case, I think Liam Cohen made the worst mistake of his professional career. If he does finish this deal and become head coach of the Jaguars, he made a huge mistake. And to me, he's nothing but a con man. You got swindled.
The Final Drive.
A couple of sources texted me during the break, and they said, you are 100% right with everything you just said about everything that has happened over the last 24 hours. Two sources over at the Bucs. And the other source told me, dirty ball. 2 words. So this is all but a done deal. Liam Cohen's going to take that job. Shame on him for swindling and pulling the wool over all of our eyes. We've been had, folks. Tomorrow, we're live. We'll have more on this story and the fallout. Live from Moss Nissan in Newport Richie for a Football Friday. Ira Kaufman will join me. Ronnie Lane, the happy hour, plus mailbag and Championship Sunday picks. We'll see you tomorrow, folks. You're dismissed.
Come on, get out of here!